My name is Jay, and I am coming live from the pier in Huntington Beach, California. I'm checking in as I'm wrapping up my last couple of days here in Southern California on my healing process, and excited to continue the healing process in the state of Arizona, climbing the mountains and summits to continue to heal my mind, body, and soul. I wanted to check in. Good morning to those of you that may be joining me at this moment. On the topic that's on my mind this morning is pain. We all encounter different types of pain in our lifetime. There's the physical pain, there's the emotional pain, there's the mental pain, and there's the spiritual pain. And it wasn't just a couple of 24 hours ago that I was in the state of Arizona, and Mary's daughter came out to visit us for a few days, and she stepped on a bee, and she obviously got stung the bottom of her foot. And as she was in pain, significant pain, I made the comment, wow, it's crazy, I've never been stung by a bee. And so fast forward a couple of 24 hours, I was actually working with one of my clients yesterday, coaching her at the beach shoreline. And as we were walking barefoot, literally just a few feet off the surf, I stepped on a bee. And so there's where lesson number one comes in, is be careful of the words that we speak, because they do become reality. And I put that in the category of God's got a sense of humor, because I said I've never experienced a bee sting. It was time for me to have that experience, and in the moment it was excruciating pain. And I was walking on it, I pulled the bee out of my foot, and then of course I could see the stinger, and I asked my client to help pull the stinger out. I'd never been stung, so I had no idea what to do to help myself, other than I'm still coaching her, I'm staying present, I'm in the moment walking, and I'm walking on my bee sting, and the pain was really bad. And in that moment, I had this, what I'll call clarity, this awareness, because while I was in Sedona last month, I did some healing with a healer who I was referred to by a friend here who does mind-body connection healing. And what she shared with me and what she taught me was that when I have a physical pain, instead of kind of diving into it and just kind of feeling sorry for myself or feeling like I'm suffering, embrace it. Actually look at the pain as an opportunity to grow and learn, and be grateful for that moment that I'm feeling the pain, because through that gratitude of embracing the pain, perhaps I can learn a lesson, and then that lesson allows me to release the pain. And so as I'm walking with my dear friend, and I am in excruciating pain, I had that moment that light went on, and I went deep within, and I was like, okay, God, I'm feeling this pain. I know that this too shall pass. It's not forever. I don't know how long it's going to be, because I never got stung before, but I know this, I'm in a lot of pain. I do not want to disrupt our session, but I want to allow my body to feel the pain, all of it. Embrace it, be grateful for it, knowing that through this pain, which I'd never felt this type of pain before, I may learn something about myself. And as soon as I shifted to that perspective of being grateful for the pain, knowing that it won't last forever, it's not going to take me out, it's not going to kill me, but it's going to teach me something. And the amazing thing was that our session was, we were talking about forgiveness, and how when we don't forgive somebody, we're hurting ourselves, because we're carrying the hurt and the pain of the experience with the other person. And here I am now in severe pain. And once I understood exactly what was going on, this is the truth, within 7 minutes of this whole experience, all of my pain was gone. When she pulled the stinger out, I noticed that in the area there was swelling, my foot was red, and I acknowledged it to her. I said, my pain is gone. And it was like, I don't know, I didn't have a timer on it, but it was no more than 7-8 minutes at most. And we continued our session, And we completed it. I had no more pain. I got back to my car and I was like, I gotta Google what bee sting what that experience should be like. And what I learned is that on average, we are in pain for about 2 hours from a bee sting. And some of us are in pain for many more hours than 2. I clipped that in 7 minutes or so. And that just blew me away. I mean, I just realized, like, on one hand, I didn't understand when Crystal, who did my mind-body connection healing work with me in Sedona just a couple hours or 24 hours ago, what she meant by when I can embrace that moment, that understanding of what I'm feeling, the physical pain, and instead of fighting it, just accept it, that I then can release it. And here I am, a month later, having this experience and being able to reach into my memory of what she taught me, reach for that tool of healing. And there, by the grace of God, I was healed from this excruciating pain. And that just was like a metaphor for what I've been going through in my healing process, for my healing of my mind, body, and soul over the past 34 months. And I wanted to share that story with you all because I know I'm just at the beginning of this journey of embrace and learn as I continue to get enlightened along this healing journey. But I am just so grateful that I had that experience, that I could feel the pain of being stung, whether it be a bee, whether it be by a person, whether it be by a medical diagnosis. It's all the same, it's still pain. And knowing that I can walk through it with dignity and grace. I didn't get on the ground, I wasn't crying, I wasn't screaming, I wasn't using profanity. I just allowed myself to feel it. And by that experience, my body released it. And for that, I am just so grateful. I'm so grateful that I get to learn all this about myself. I get to learn how I have the ability to heal myself with the work that I do and with the help and support of others that have come before me that have way more knowledge and wisdom and understanding of how we can heal ourselves. Speaking of healing, I want to acknowledge a few people. I know there's so many people in my circle of life that are struggling in some capacity of pain right now. I've got my mom who is in the hospital right now with, I think, pneumonia and the flu. She was diagnosed. My thoughts and prayers are with her constantly. I've got my friend Simon, who's been working on healing his body from cancer, and I'm not really sure where he's at today, but I sense that he's in a space where he could use some deep prayers and thoughts. And may God, through God's grace, allow him to get through this period of healing. And I also learned this morning, as I met a friend on the beach who I hadn't seen in a few months, that a very close friend of mine who has kind of detached and gone cold is perhaps going through some difficulties at this time, referred to as a slump. And my deepest love and prayers go out to my friend who I saw here at this beach every Monday and Wednesday for a couple of years, and we chatted each time we would connect. My prayers go out to her that whatever she's working through, that she come through it in the healthiest way that she can. And for my children and my loved ones that may be suffering in any given moment, that they also walk through whatever they're struggling with dignity and grace. All my friends and family members that just are struggling in any capacity, and those that are in my Facebook community that are here live, having joined me this morning, may you all walk through whatever it is you're struggling with, and know that when we change our perspective, when we shift, miracles can unfold. We just have to be willing to embrace the idea that we can heal. We no longer have to live in pain. We no longer have to stay in those feelings of martyrdom or victim mentality, that we can have the courage to change and heal ourselves. And so with that, that's what I got for the moment. I've got a beautiful day ahead of me. It's going to be a day of more closure, saying goodbye to some friends. Not goodbye, but so long for now. We will stay in touch, soul connected through Facebook and through phone and through FaceTime. I don't even know who's on because I've got my sunglasses on with a prescription, so I can't even see you, but I thank you for joining me this morning. If you're here, I love you. Thank you for supporting me as I've gone through my lessons of healing, and we will continue this conversation as life unfolds. I've got just a few more days here in Southern Cal, and then I will continue my healing journey in the mountains of Arizona. And I will continue to come live, I will blog, I will share my healing journey with those of you that have followed me and continue to show me support and love. I love you. Thank you for being on live with me this morning. And all I ask for you is that no matter what you got going on today, take some time for yourself. Do something for you that brings you some peace, some inner peace, some joy. Do some self-care. When we show up for ourselves, we have more to give to others. That's one of the things that I've learned through this healing journey is when I take care of myself, it has helped me learn how to love myself. And through that love for myself, I'm able to be more present for others and show up in their lives and touch others that are open to be touched. And with that, I wish you to have a beautiful day. It's good to feel. I posted an old blog that I wrote back a year ago. This morning I reposted one that said, "Real men don't cry." And I'll tell you what, that's a lie, because right now I'm crying for gratitude. I'm crying for all that I've learned, and I'm touched in this moment. But it feels good, and have a beautiful day. Thank you.